What's going on, baseball fans? Jeremy Laracuente here for the Baseball Banter Broadcast. And on this broadcast, we continue our series trying to build the Miami Marlins franchise on MLB The Show 22 into a World Series winner. So we're about to head into tender contracts to our players. Basically, what we're going to do is offer them exactly what they were at. Really not going to go too kind of crazy with these offers. Most of them are going to be offers of the kind of major league minimum or minor league minimums because that's where most of the players on our roster are at this moment. We didn't have too many players on the free agent list. There was 3 players as the offseason commenced. But there's going to be some options and some opportunities to try to better this roster. So we're going to take a look at the free agent market and kind of take a look to see what our best options are in terms of being able to make this Marlins roster and franchise into a World Series winner. So we're just going to run through to tender these contracts just to kind of get them out of the way. Give us an option and some leeway in our search here for actually some of these guys. So I'm going to go back through and take a look just to see kind of what these options are. Now, most of our pending offers obviously are from our arbitration cases. And let's take a look and see. So try to go ahead and see what we can offer. Really kind of want to lengthen this out, but the reality is our best option is to actually go down. So all right, so we're gonna do that. I think there was one other. Oh yeah, now Burger we picked up for nothing. And so he's not really interested in anything we have to offer. So we're gonna go ahead and offer that. So all right. So let's take a look and see kind of where things are for our roster. If there's a trade block, yeah. So we still need help in the bullpen. Want to try to see if we can upgrade at catcher as well. When we look at our roster here, so Jazz is back. So all right. All right. Same deal. look at the rotation. Definitely need some better options there. All right, so we could use some help in the bullpen, maybe a different arm to allow us to trade a guy like Trevor Rogers. Definitely want to see. I might try and package both of the Rogers brothers. So, well, Shohei is a free agent. Obviously looking for a crazy deal. And the thing is that if we pick up Shohei Ohtani, obviously crazy move, likely would never happen in real life. But at that point, we would move Gavin Lux to the bench, which would help improve our bench, which has been one of our problems. And it would also allow for the one potential rotation spot that we're looking to move on from to be freed up. And then the only other thing we would need would be bullpen help, which would be something that we would trade for with Rogers, and Sussler. So now I know it's an absolutely ridiculously crazy idea, but I honestly think it would be worth it. Because, I mean, if you look at the rest of these options, right? So let's look at the reliever options. It's going to cost us a ton of money. And we really need to improve. Really, and offensively, we're really solid. But having Shohei Ohtani on the roster makes a big difference on both sides of the ball. So let's get crazy. Obviously, this deal would put us into some sort of absolutely ridiculous atmosphere. So I'm going to take this down and see just how far down of an offer. So he's at 25 if we go. All right, so let's see if we can't do 23. All right, so we're going to keep going down. So $300. All right. So let's see if we can make something like this happen. Shohei's no longer interested in our offer. Yeah. So 280 at 8. Yeah, so he's looking for 35 a year. So I wonder if we offer 30. All right, let's see if we can go 26. $25.5 with a player option. Yeah. Let's see. $24 with a player option. Let's see if we can get this deal done. Carlos Rodon, 9-year, $307.8 to the Cardinals. So a few re-signings here. Max Scherzer to the White Sox. Cedric Mullins to the Padres. Clevenger Barnes heading back to Baltimore. The Blue Jays acquired Joe Jimenez from the Tigers. Okay. So let's see. We're still at the top of the standings in the Shohei battle. So Travis d'Arnaud. I mean, that actually wouldn't be a bad move. It would also allow us to trade from the catching depth that we have. So it'd be, let's go 2-year with a player option, but we're gonna bring the dollars down. Yeah, he's not really interested in that. All right, so we're just not gonna offer that. All right. So we got too many players on the roster. All right. Well, we're gonna release you. F overall prospect. We're gonna go back, make this offer once again. So what did I say? 24. So let's see if we can get this done with Shohei. Shohei picked up on our deal. Perfect. All right. So now that gives us the ability, of course. All right. So we now have to figure out our 40 situation. Not eligible. Zach Warren is, so we gotta add him. Not eligible, not eligible, and not eligible. All right, cool. So we're good. So now we're gonna make some changes here. Cool. This is gonna be a really good squad. All right, so now we are ready to go. All right, so once we get through kind of these arbitration days, I'm pretty sure I offered arbitration to everyone. Yeah. All right. Blake Snell, 6 years, 142.8 to the Giants. Hader re-signed. So we could try and negotiate with some of these guys. Let's go ahead to the Rule 5 draft. Rhys Hoskins, 5 years, 44 to the Cardinals. Travis d'Arnaud, 1 year, 10 to the Dodgers. 5 year, 125 million for Tyler Glasnow to the Giants. Harrison Bader, 5 years, 62.5 to the Rockies. So interesting stuff here. All right, we're gonna go to the Rule 5 draft. Take a look and see. I don't know that anybody's gonna take anybody that we had. So let's take a look. Liam Hendricks to the Rangers, Nino to the Braves, Jordan Hicks to the Brewers, Jorge Alfaro to the Dodgers, Joe Jimenez to the Orioles. These are some injured players that got called back. Braves get Trevor Rosenthal. All right. Yeah, so, yep, no one took anybody off our roster. Cool. All right, Ronaldo Lopez, 6 years, 86.4 to the Reds. Clayton re-signed, 25.5 million 1 year deal to the Dodgers. All right. So we're going to try to get through Julio Urias, 6 years, 155.4 to the Royals. Got to get through these arbitration cases. Devers, 4 years, 23.6 to the Pirates. Man, that is actually a really low deal. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to try to, yeah, we're over budget. No, we're over budget. Which is why we're going to make some moves here. We're looking for bullpen help. So, all right, so let's see what we can do to add to this bullpen. Whitlock had a good year. So the question really becomes, who can I get that is going to provide us with high quality? So, trying to find like 3 relievers. So, I mean, the reality is I'm going to get 2 really good ones from the Yankees. Problem is, I don't have the money to be able to. Oh, that's actually not a bad deal. Yeah, we're gonna make this deal. And then we're gonna go ahead and make another move. here. Okay. So pretty much revamped this bullpen. To AAA. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead now and add up some of these and try to see. I might just trade these 3 for prospects just so that we can get more cap room. Whitlock had a good season though. Whitlock had a good season. He's only 27. Especially with trying to keep the financials down. Fast forward a little bit longer. Everybody should now have their contracts. We still got 2 seasons left. All right, so I think that's what we're gonna end up trying to go with is just trading we're gonna trade for Garrett Whitlock. It just makes the most sense. Still leaves us with a little bit of budget room. But it does revitalize and revamp our bullpen. So I think we have ourselves a really good bullpen right now. All right. And I think our bench is in a better position as well. Okay. one thing we don't have is a guy that plays first base as backup. Simple enough. Okay, so we've now dealt with projected. It's gonna be bad. Definitely over our budgeting situation. We're gonna end up having to trade somebody that we don't really want to trade. But we'll see what it forces us to do. All right. So we got 2 roster spots left. Need a guy that can back up his first base. Give you 1 year. And there's a depth move. And Duvall's a good guy to have because he plays so many different positions, solid defensively, and decent defensively, decent runner. So another guy, and honestly, it'll help kind of our bullpen, our bench, because not a ton there. Although, you know what, I think I'd rather go with Brad Miller because he's a lefty who plays literally every position. So we're gonna do this depth, and we're gonna withdraw this offer. That gives us the 2, because when we look at this bench, I mean, Gavin Lux helps because he plays everywhere. It's really deciding between Sanchez and De La Cruz. So it'll probably be Birdie and De La Cruz that get sent down in favor of Abreu, yep, and Miller. So let's start organizing this roster. So that we can get on to the regular season. Wow, a ton of guys that are center field and nobody in right field. So let's just move some of these guys over. Right. Right, so just trying to set this roster up so that we can start the season. So all right. Better year, so kind of inclined. So I might try and see prospect-wise what I can get for him. Might make this deal with the Yankees. So if I can get this is probably going to be the deal with the Angels. Just double checking. So far, well, the Braves have now. Not too big a fan of trading in division like that, but let's see. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really a fan trading in division like that. So I'm gonna have to go with the Angels. And he's not eligible for the Rule 5. We got him for a ton of time. Yeah, I think that was the move to make. Budget-wise, we're still slightly in a bad position, but we'll see where exactly we can kind of switch that to be. So, I wonder if we can get, I don't know that it'll work in spring training though. I know usually I can sign players right at the end of spring training, right at the end of the offseason, and get them for a $30K contract. I don't know if that same principle will apply. Yeah, no, not in spring training. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and sim to the regular season. So we already perfect. All right, so we set up the roster the way we want it. We have our team ready to go for the start of the 2024 campaign. So make sure you keep it locked in by hitting the subscribe button down below as we try to build this Marlins roster into a World Series winner here at the final year of my preliminary GM contract with the Miami Marlins. So make sure you keep it locked in by hitting that subscribe button. It does a huge service as we try to grow this baseball community here on Baseball Banter Broadcast. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Keep it locked in, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.